In the autumn of 1888, the fog-choked streets of London's East End bore witness to a string of murders so brutal, so baffling, that they would go on to haunt the collective imagination of generations. These crimes weren't just heinous, they were the first to receive worldwide media attention. Newspapers across Europe and North America printed lurid headlines, public fear turned into obsession, and the identity of the killer, cloaked in mystery, would forever be associated with one name: Jack the Ripper. The murderer was never caught. His victims, poor, often homeless women living on society's fringes, were found mutilated in the shadowy alleys of Whitechapel. Their bodies bore the signature of a methodical and sadistic killer who struck quickly, silently, and with chilling precision. To truly understand the horror of these events, we must understand the setting in which they occurred. Victorian London was a city split in two. The West End radiated opulence, grand theaters, gas-lit avenues, and the growing comforts of modernity. But in the East End, particularly in Whitechapel, life was a grim struggle for survival. This district was a melting pot of immigrant communities, dock laborers, street vendors, and the destitute. Over 80,000 people crammed into a squalid maze of tenements and alleyways. Sanitation was virtually non-existent. Alcoholism was rampant. Many women, abandoned by husbands or orphaned by poverty, turned to prostitution to afford a night in a lodging house. Between August and November of 1888, 5 women were brutally murdered in Whitechapel: Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. These 5 are believed to be the Ripper's confirmed victims, often referred to by historians as the canonical 5. Each woman was murdered during the early hours, often just minutes after last being seen alive. Most had their throats savagely slit and their bodies grotesquely mutilated. In several cases, organs such as the uterus, kidney, or heart were carefully removed, suggesting the killer may have had anatomical knowledge, perhaps as a butcher, a medical student, or a surgeon. Mary Ann Nichols, the first known victim, was discovered on August 31st in Bucks Row. Her throat had been slashed twice, her abdomen ripped open with deep, jagged cuts. Just 8 days later, Annie Chapman's body was found behind a boarding house on Hanbury Street. Her uterus had been surgically removed. Then came what the press would call the double event. On September 30th, Elizabeth Stride was killed, but not mutilated. Many believe the killer was interrupted. Less than an hour later, Catherine Eddowes was found in Mitre Square, her face and abdomen grotesquely slashed, with her left kidney and part of her womb taken.